wrap my head around them. I'm supposed to like make this list of people, make amends, figure out all these people to make amends to, you know, and I'm an isolator. I isolate terribly. And I feel like I don't need to take my inventory, like, you know, because I do that all the time. My inventory is just, I'm wrong. I'm a bad person. I apologize for everything. I apologize for things that aren't my fault. I don't get into conflicts with people. I shy away from conflict. I hide. I don't punch somebody in the face. I don't insult people to their face or behind their back. I don't. And that doesn't mean like I'm some...
1 minute.
Thank you. It doesn't mean I'm some sort of a saint or something. But I've found that for me, the 9th step is about showing up in life and doing things differently. That is where my work is cut out for me. Doing that 10th step, you know, every day, really important. Where is my willingness? Where is my willfulness? And you know, it's just so important for all of us to keep looking at our lives. I weighed myself today, this morning. I am 222 pounds, 0.0. So I am down right now almost 60 pounds. From my peak, I am down almost 30 pounds in the last 90 days, 29.8 pounds in the last 90 days. So I got a sponsor, really important. Talk with my sponsor every Tuesday morning, and just got to find something that works. You know, keep changing it up until you find something that works, because my truth today might not be my truth tomorrow. And what works for me today might not be what works for me tomorrow. I gotta, you know, go with the flow. You know, a year from now, I'll be older. I'm still here, hopefully. My circumstances might be different. But you know, it's really important for me to have this program so that I'm not acting out with food, so that I'm not needing to comfort myself with food, so that I've got some other answers. And, you know, it's just been a learning experience for me. I'm so grateful to this program. You know, I've also got some great photographs. I'm not going to share them. Photographs of me weighing 280 pounds, a couple of those, and a couple of me weighing 187 pounds, because I've had some really good weight loss before, but you know, the disease keeps coming back. And maybe sometime at the end of the meeting here, I can share those. But yeah, it's, you know, you do what works. These steps are not easy. These steps are mind-boggling. You know, it might pay even to like call people up and just ask someone at random, what are the challenges for you in your program? I'm struggling with this step. How do you work this step? You know, and just keep marching until you get answers. And don't even settle for answers, because the answer is only for today. Tomorrow you might need a different answer. So I really believe that there are no permanent answers. There's just the answer today, the answer now. So, and if anybody wants to contact me, that's great. You can see my contact information right there. And that's all I got. It seems like 5 minutes to me.
Tom, thanks so much. Thanks for doing your recovery story. That was great. You did a great job. I don't see any hands raised. You don't have to do a little thing. You can just put your hand up if I can see you. Anyone else that wanted to do their recovery story? Because you don't have to. You don't have to do a recovery story. Michael, I'm gonna get going on mine. Oh, I better put the spotlight on myself, which is kind of funny. Spotlight for everyone. I'm gonna do my story. Go ahead and do my time for me. Hi, my name is
Rich, just a quick note that might help you is most speakers switch to gallery view when they're speaking, so it's not as distracting. It's under the view icon. Just click on that and select gallery in the top right. That way you won't be distracted.
Oh, I like that. Thanks, because this is vastly better. Hi, my name is Rick. I'm a compulsive overeater, and by the grace of God and the 12-step program of Overeaters Anonymous, and working the steps, staying away from my alcoholic foods, I haven't found it necessary to have an eating binge for 1,873 days, one day at a time. And for that, I'm very, very grateful. And in a general way, at my peak, I weighed 310 pounds. And then when I weighed last Friday, I weighed 202 and a half. So I'm down a vast amount of weight. I'm a healthy body weight. I'm very grateful to be exactly the weight that I am today, believe me. And I was like a drug addict. I needed the stuff to get me through that day. I needed it, and I thought ridiculously, tomorrow I'll eat right and get some exercise and everything will be fine. And I told myself that lie over and over and over again. And I always give the same little thing that for me to work this program, I have to turn to God for help. I have to work the steps. I have to be in the fellowship of the Overeaters Anonymous. I need the group. The AA 12 and 12 states that most people need the group to recover. That's me. I need the group to recover. And I can never, under any circumstances, eat my binge foods. And I will just tell you one example of my eating binges. There's so many, we're not getting into that, but I would eat one Fiber One food bar. And once I ate it, I couldn't stop eating. And I would eat 20 of them. And then, I don't know if anyone's ever done that, you cannot fathom what happens the next day. I'm in the bathroom 12 times. It is, and the thing that convinces me that I'm a compulsive overeater is, not only did I get to my best thinking got me to 310 pounds, but the fact that lunacy, knowing what was going to happen, and I don't know if I did that 10 times or 20 times, I never counted. One of the things we learn from the literature is that right thinking follows right actions. And I work this program, I work it one day at a time. I get up in the morning, I write down in my journal what are my calorie targets for each one of my meals and snacks. I have a nice volumetric breakfast, and I eat nutritious food. I eat very slowly. It takes me about 30 minutes to eat my breakfast. I'm lucky, I'm half retired, so I got a lot of time. And then after my breakfast, I'll go and take a walk. I do my prayers most mornings. I'm on my knees praying. In fact, while we're talking about prayers, I will just tell you the first step prayer. I do other prayers. Dear Lord, help me to see and admit that I am powerless over my compulsive overeating. Help me to understand how my compulsive overeating has led to unmanageability in my life. Help me this day to understand the true meaning of powerlessness. Remove from me all denial of my compulsive overeating. Dear God, my name is Rick, and I need your help today with my compulsive overeating. In Jesus' name, amen. And I pray that every day. I do other prayers as well. I have a sponsor. I contact my sponsor 5 days a week. She's nice enough to work with me. She's worked with me for many years. It's not clear to me whether I would still be in the program. Probably not, if I didn't have a sponsor. She's a wonderful woman. I sponsor people in the program. I work with them at all different times. I'm a real laid-back sponsor. They call me, and I have some people that call on a regular schedule, but they set the schedule. I work with people the way they want to be worked with. And one of the things that I run into in dealing with people, that most people are too hard on themselves. And
1 minute.
thank you. Perfectionism is one of the highest forms of self-abuse. For me to work this program, I work a good program. I'm good about my eating. I eat nutritious food. I stay away from my binge foods. And I'm grateful. I always want to keep the mindfulness. Part of my program is I eat my food slowly while sitting down and enjoying every bite. I used to sit in a chair and just mindlessly shovel food into my mouth. And it was almost as if someone else's hand was taking it and putting it in my mouth. And I would just tell you that what I have today is so far ahead of what I used to have, it's not even funny. I pass. So who's up? Does someone else want to do their recovery story? All righty, we got just a couple minutes. Does anyone here want to just share?
Yeah, I'm going to share. The reason I'm not doing my recovery story is that I got kind of a logistics thing. I'm in a room with a lot of people, and I only wanted to do it with you guys. And since I can't do that today, I'm going to skip that part. Maybe do it some other time.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks. We're glad you're here. Anyone else that wants to share? Go ahead, Leslie.
Hi, my name's Leslie. I'm a overeater and very new to the program. I know Rick. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for sharing, everybody. And every story has hit, a chord with me, and I get emotional still. Just everybody reaching out and. A little bit about my story is I think I just realized today that my old relationship probably got me to a point where I was, not only codependent, but I was eating to make up for, the disrespect and stuff that went on in that old relationship. And then, I was able to lose some weight. Recently, when I was unemployed for 3 months, and it was super easy. And I went back to work and gained all this weight. So I was like, okay, what is it about work that is stressing me out and causing me to be, have a bad relationship with food? And it's been a journey. And the only thing that's worked so far is being part of OA, and just the support and the friendships that, we all know with COVID, the friendships, if we had friends, it was hard to see them. And, luckily, I don't have any OEA meetings happening in my area. So this has been a godsend for sure. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Thank you all.
Leslie, thanks. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm glad you're here. Did somebody else want to share? We got a couple minutes. Go ahead, Kathy.
Hi, my name is Kathy Kay, and I am a very grateful recovering compulsive overeater, and so privileged to be able to be here today and hear all of your wonderful stories. You all have such good thoughts that are going to be and that are so helpful for those of us who are working our own programs. I've been abstinent for about 5 years, and as Rick and I have kind of teased back and forth, I'm not sharing my story today. We've had a little bit of a joke about it. Someday maybe again, but not today. At any rate, thank you all for being so willing and so open and honest in sharing of your stories, and I'll pass.
Kathy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Did someone else want to share? Claim your seat. You can just say you're here. Go ahead, Paul. Or you were waving. Sorry.
No, yeah. Just real quick, Rick. Let me just share real quick. I'm going through a divorce at 70 years old, and the program's plowing me right through it. I'm really feeling the feelings. I'm feeling the loss and the pain and the fear and all the anxiety. But, it's given me a whole lot of patience with folks that have went through divorce. So if anybody wants to talk and share about their story and where they're at and wants somebody to listen, I'm more than happy to listen. Thanks.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks. We're real close, but if somebody else wants to claim their seat and just say hi, please jump in there. Anybody? All righty, if you want to unmute, we're going to close with the Serenity Prayer. Prayer. God,
God, grant me the serenity
Accept the
to accept the things I cannot change,
Courage
courage
to
to
change
change
things I
the
can,
things I can,
and the wisdom to know the difference.
to know the difference. Amen.
I'm gonna stop the recording, and if anybody wants to hang around and chat, you're welcome to hang around.
Good talking, everyone.
I'm